Hope you're doing well. Yeah, you can throw yarn at people now. So, yeah. Thank you very much to my love for the sub. And thank you, Jax, for first and True for second. Um, all right. Yes, we're back at home. Thank you so much to True and Resh for letting me crash in their house and use their interwebs for the 3 freaking weeks we haven't had it. Thank you. I just decided to let it down and let it do its thing today. So, yes, yay for interwebs. I'm sure you're glad to have us all out of your hair. But thank you so much for being an amazing friend and letting us come and borrow your interwebs when we needed it. So, I really appreciate that. So, yeah, we're back in our usual setting with our usual weird background noises coming from Jaster. I know, you're such a wonderful friend and family, and we love you. Thank you. But yeah, so I went to go work on the throw yarn thing to see why it wasn't letting me do the random chatters. It just kept saying no chatters. It still said no chatters, even now that I was back on here and I could work with it and all that jazz. So I don't know what's going on there, but I figured out how to do the at. So I changed it to that, and I also figured out how to make it do a random emote at the end, because why not? So, hey Flo! We are back in our normal place! We have internet again! So, yeah. But yeah, you guys can actually target people you want to throw yarn at. So if like everybody wanted to throw yarn at Flo, you totally could right now. See? There you go. Oh, yeah. Ah, yes, home is where the Wi-Fi is, indeed. It is now, anyway, finally. So it teased us last week. Thank you so much, Sneezing. Yay! Has it been 5 months already?
Thank you for
so
contributing
much.
to my yarn buying habit as a subscriber for 5 months.
Ah, I've missed the sounds, I've missed the emotes, I've missed the music. Thank you so much for resubbing. I really appreciate that. It's fantastic. I actually was able to go get some yarn with the little bitty Twitch paycheck that I got. I was able to get these. Aren't they pretty? So I have a coworker who is having twin boys. So I've decided I'm going to make similar but not the same blankets so that they have one that's a little bit more blue and one that's a little more green. Though I don't think you can really, I mean, you can see that there is a difference. Yeah. This one is more green and this one is more blue. So I'm going to do blankets with this because it is 720 yards and that is enough to do baby blankets. And they're super soft. So yeah. But she's due in January, and she's a tiny little petite little thing. So I'm gonna try to get them done early enough that I can get them to her before she's out. Because I have a feeling with twins, she's probably going to be put on bed rest for like the last month or 2 of her pregnancy, because she's a very tiny girl. So, but yeah, so I was able to get some yarn. So thank you all for supporting my yarn buying habit. Oh. It didn't do your redemption? What did, oh, dance party. Yeah, there's something going on with those, because I tried to do that earlier. Let's see if it'll let me now. Yeah, see, it's not doing it for me either. I'm not really sure why. So I will find out, but I will go ahead and see if I can reject. That one's complete. And I'll reject that one. So hopefully you get those points back. it should have given you those points back. So. But yeah, for some reason right now those ones are not working, and I don't know why. There's a lot of things I gotta fix. So I'll eventually get back there. Um, but yeah, it's so nice to be back into my normal place. And also, I have things that I was going to do for the next like 3 months that just have been kind of wonky because here we are in the middle of October and I have not read a single one of these 5-minute Halloween mysteries that I have specifically for October. So we're definitely going to read one of these. I don't know if they're a solve it or if they're just a scary story. Um, oh, it is a solve it. But they're going to be a little bit longer than what we're used to. So it'll be a very interesting story. We'll see what happens. Thank you. I just decided to let it be down and do its own thing today. It's got this kind of curly-ishness sort of going on, so I'm letting it do its thing. So, thank you very much. Be right back. My Twitch is so glitchy. Oh no. Super excited for Halloween. I love Halloween, and I'm excited about my costume that I'm going to do for work. Oh, welcome back. So I was talking about how there are things that I have planned for these next couple of months, and I haven't gotten the chance to do what I wanted to do for October because it's been so weird. But I have this little 5-minute Halloween mysteries thing that they do have solutions, and it looks like there are only 6 of them anyway. So I think that kind of works out by accident. So yeah. So we're gonna do one of those today, and then so for December, I got an advent calendar. It just came in yesterday. So yeah. So we're gonna do some fun, open this up and do some fun stuff. Yeah. In the month of December. So there's that. And actually, how many? Let's see. Where's my calendar? Here we go. We actually might just do them on stream, and if that's the case, let me see how many streams I have. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not gonna stream Thanksgiving Day, so there's 7 streams in November. And then there's 6 streams before Christmas. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So that's 13. So I'll probably open 2 starting in November. Yeah. I'll open 2 every stream up until Christmas. That works. Starting the first stream of November. Well, I'm including November in it, love. No, that's okay. Oh, shush. So yeah. Love advent calendars. I'm trying to get the Woobles one. I would love to get the Woobles ones, but they're so expensive and I cannot afford that. This one I happened to get on sale. The one that I got is usually about $150 to $200, and I managed to get it for like $40, so I'm cool with that. I would love to get the Woobles one. I'm going to Derry in Northern Ireland for Europe's biggest Halloween parade. Ooh, that sounds awesome. From which vendor? You know, it wasn't one that I recognized, so that's probably why it was on sale. It doesn't even say it on the box. I don't know. I'm sorry. I have opened the box and it does show me all but like 5. You know what? I'll just show you because I have a plan. I have a plan. So yeah. So when I open it, it's all just there. So what I'm gonna do is, since it's got a few of them that are like this, I'm gonna go ahead and pack the rest of them that way, and then just kind of shake up the box and see what we get and open them up. Um, and then see what I'll probably do a specific pattern. And since I'm going to be doing two of them each stream, we'll just use those two and have a specific pattern each day. Maybe something that will attach with each other and create a blanket or something out of. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, it wasn't a major vendor of any kind. I have no idea what vendor. I'm sorry. I could find out. Let's see. Activity. It was Mayo Conco. So yeah, no, it wasn't one of the big name wool places, which is why I managed to get it for what I got it for. So don't be too mad at me, True. Okay, let's see. Kind of feels surreal. The year is almost over. Truth. That does sound awesome. And you're going to Ireland, which is awesome anyway. So dark and murky out here. Looks like it's gonna rain. Love it. So cozy. Ooh, lovely. I like a good rainstorm. I am not a fan of hurricanes, but yeah. Other good news. We're talking about stupid things I spend money on. I got played Steam games down to less than 480. Oh my gosh. You better send some pictures. I would love that. I want to see. Sounds so fun. No worries. I was just curious. No, yeah, that's fine. I wish that it had been like Hobby or Woobles or something, like somebody I know, one of the local wool places, that would have been great, but no. It's been freezing up here. We actually have a frost warning for tonight ourselves, so I'm actually glad that it's cooling down. I much prefer the cold. But I know we've been like chatting, and I've got crochet right in front of me. I haven't really done anything. But yeah. So I've been working on this for Jaster for quite some time, and I've been horrible with actually working on it. So I need to do that, which is why it's here. But this was some yarn that was given to us, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I love it! I want something made out of it." So I'm making him a triangle shawl. So yeah. You did. Okay. But yeah, right now I am trying to eat up some yarn. So I am doing a kind of modified Tunisian crochet sort of section. Yeah. About to go cook some lurk. Thank you for the lurk. Keep your fingers crossed that my new rhubarb plants survive the frost night. Oh, for sure. Can you like put a bag over them or something just so that they can keep in the moisture and heat from themselves? Got a commission from one of my classmates to make a bag. Ooh, nice. What kind of bag? Like a crossbody bag or just a small purse kind of bag, or being nosy? I noticed, yes. Have you been liking it? Yeah. Not that one. This one. market bag. Nice. She'll use it as a purse, I think. That's how I use mine anyway. Nice. Okay. There's an owl outside in South LA. All right. Well, you know, they're all over the place. I like owls. They're wonderful creatures. They are like nearly silent flyers. It's amazing. Normally a cold hardy species. I have no clue how my poor zone 8 hardy plants will do in the frost. Not supposed to cover it in winter. Usually goes cold dormant. Oh, okay, interesting. I mean, I thought so. But I can see why it would be weird near a big city like LA. Because, you know, all the people.
And it went well for you? Nice.
So good to have some normalcy again. It is very weird how used to things you get.
Oh, so he broke the streak. He broke that, like...
Yeah, I would assume so.
Oof.
And mice and rats.
Okay.
But that is cool that you are hearing an owl, Jax. Owls are awesome.
I mean, obviously, you seem to have enjoyed all of the Souls games so far. Oh, what was wrong with it?
I need to get another manicure so bad. It's been a hot minute. And my nails are looking bad.
Did it feel like it been
Storyteller, thank you so much.
Storyteller Lizzie. Thank you for contributing to my yarn buying habit as a
Yes.
subscriber for 4 months.
Thank you so much, Storyteller. I appreciate that. I have not added the new emotes that you gave me, so we just got internet back. But I will be, so thank you very much for those. I am so excited about them. You are amazing, and thank you. Today is indeed filled with resubs. Thank you all so much for that. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you're good. I knew what you meant. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're doing well.
Jaster_potato just redeemed some stitches for extra frame. Let's see how many we can stack.
Oh crap, that is all still upstairs. All of my frames are still in the suitcase that I took to the conference. The clothes are out of the suitcase, but the frames are still up there, so I'm gonna have to go get them to do that redemption. So, okay. I will be right back. Oh, so you can at people now with the throw yarn, because it wasn't working for the random chatter anymore, and I don't know why. You can try with exclamation point throw rando.
So
It might throw to a random chatter,
like walking
um,
like a D&D ambush.
which I thought sounded funny, throw rando, because it sounds like you're throwing a person. But, but yeah, throw yarn at. You can do it, somebody.
That would be aggravating.
No, you're good. It only said it that way because you didn't at after. That's it. That's all. You're good. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab.
You're gonna grab an extra bloody frame is what you're gonna grab.
Yes, I am. I gotta go get my frames. So it's actually
Oh, I'm sorry.
exclamation point throw rando.
I didn't mean, I'm sorry. I just...
Yeah, see, it still says no chatters. So I don't know why. I don't know why. But anyways, I will be right back. Hold that thought. I'm gonna go get my frames so I can do the extra frames so Jasper will shut up. So, be right back.
Have any plans in the works or ideas?
All right, I'm back. Okay, let's do this. Sorry about that. I didn't even think about it. It's been upstairs.
I'm not even.
Hey,
I
Whiskey.
can't tell you what I've said because most of the stuff I have said stuff, but most of it has been prompted. Most of it hasn't been. Most of it hasn't been. I have come out and said this. I have been asked things. So with that in mind, I actually can't point towards
Okay.
any specific thing that I could have potentially said.
Also, hello. Sorry. Thank you. I guess I need to let my hair down more often. Everybody's been commenting on how I look today. Thank you all very much. All right. So this is for Jaster as usual. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 2 and a 2. So it is the sparkly green iridescent geometric. So yeah, all shiny. So thank you very much, my love, for the redemption. And for making me get these out of the suitcase that they were in from my trip. Because I did take them with me, so. The lovely locks flow. Okay. It's just it gets hot after a little while. So that's why usually it's up and out of the way. But now that I'm not working in the lab all the time, it's a little bit better. So, ooh, it has been a little while since I've worn any frames. I'm seeing the dark and it's kind of distracting. But yeah, so you saw that it is now you can throw yarn at. So that works very nicely. So, yeah. Okay. Okay.
That's sad.
Well, how is everybody doing? Oh, thank you. Yeah, if you just do throw yarn, it will only throw yarn at yourself. Which, honestly, that's okay.
The way he looked at me, he's 21 years old and he's my boss, and he looked at me like that. It was like, no, you don't. This is your second job out of college. What are you talking about?
But
He's cool.
anyways,
Yeah,
I hope everybody's doing fantastic.
He's my boss, but he's alright. He's been with this company for like 3 years.
Cat doesn't want me to sew. It's just disturbing his nap on me. Apparently, it's my job is napping. Yeah. Do you have any Halloween headphone accessories? I do. I have a ghost. I have a ghost. I do have a pumpkin, but I don't know where it is. It disappeared during the move of all of the things. So, but I do have my little ghosty. So, but yeah, I do have a pumpkin. I just don't know what happened to it. But I haven't totally put things everywhere I want them to be. I know it's been a while.
Sneezing underscore Wang would like for you to change your headset accessory.
The ghost? Alrighty, give me just a moment.
Any higher than that leadership-wise, and I would be uninterested. I sent you a Reddit GIF. You're back on your computer. Not a Reddit GIF. I sent you a Reddit meme.
There we go. Now it has ghost. The ghost with the most. Thank you very much for the redemption. Yeah, I know our RIP pumpkin. It's somewhere. I know it's somewhere. I just am not sure where.
Plain black pepper.
It's gotta be in the house.
Jaster_potato just redeemed some stitches for no glasses. Guess you have to be blind for 2 minutes.
You guys will have to play something from the wolf section or whatever, the section at the bottom, because the redemptions that make noise in stitches aren't working right now. But let me know when the timer is up, because apparently I have to be blind at the moment. So if you chat, I will not be able to hear it. So
Speaking of Subway, I went to Subway for lunch the other day, and I was like, I want
okay.
some of that garlic sauce.
Sorry, I'm still trying to keep it for you guys, but
Sauce.
I'm also still trying to see it, so I don't know.
The lady behind the register kind of looked at me confused. Behind the counter looked at me confused. The other young lady who I've dealt with before laughed. The dude beside me started laughing. It actually felt kind of bad because they were laughing at her, not at me being funny. Because she was just looking at me like garlic sauce, and I'm like, hey, I'm like, ma'am,
I am so blind.
I was trying to make a joke. I wasn't trying to get
This
you
is
to laugh anymore.
horrible.
I'm sorry. I think technically it's garlic sauce. Because I can't remember if aioli is garlic or garlic sauce.
It's actually kind of hard on my arms too, bringing it up this close to my face.
We're not dumb. North Americans aren't dumb. We know 1 or 2 languages at most. It's been marketed. That's why I explained. I was just trying to be funny. I wasn't trying to be rude. Did I tell you? Did I tell you about the young lady at Subway who I asked to make me a churro, and then after she made me the churro, she told me she was allergic to cinnamon? It was like my second week with my new company, and I went to Subway because it's like almost walking distance away. And we were done, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm actually like really allergic to cinnamon, so I have to be careful when I'm asked to make these." And I was like, "Why didn't you tell me that when I asked for it?" She's like, "It's my job."
Is it 0 yet?
I'm like, "Why
Yes.
the fuck didn't you tell me
Maybe.
when I asked for it? I would have asked for something else."
Yes, okay.
I don't think there's a reason for somebody to go into anaphylaxis.
Okay. What are we doing now?
It was like I don't feel bad for too many people too often, but I felt bad for that. I was like, I feel bad for enjoying this churro.
Oh, yeah, I saw a post about somebody passing away, but from, what was it, One Direction?
Redeemed extra frames, and like 2 minutes later, I redeemed no glasses.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I don't really know One Direction very well. Sorry, I'm old.
I like messing.
But I am sorry for you guys.
Really tiny stitches and then trying to redeem no glasses.
Thank you, dear.
I think she told me no one time.
No, I've not told you no.
Correction, she has not told me no. I am misremembering.
I may have lamented no, but I still did it.
It's finally getting cool.
So I like how this is
I call it a coon hat. I actually don't know what type of hat it is.
I like how this pattern is coming out. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by also listening to Jaster. Because it's been so long since we've been able to do this, so.
I got a cool hat. I just can't wear it.
Aw.
Ever.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's too fucking warm.
Sir, first ever concert was a wonder. Oh.
I told you. That's next year. Sometime next year, hopefully.
He fell off of a balcony?
Back a little bit of
I'm so sorry, guys. Three stories up. Oh gosh. I'm sorry to hear that. In Argentina? Interesting.
Oh yeah, what is that game? No, the server computer you've been talking about? Set up? You still planning on using your old rig for that? Or are you planning on buying a mid or low tier set of hardware? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because you're planning on that's supposed to be a server rig, right? So I'm assuming you're gonna go for a
Okay.
lot of RAM and that's about it. Alright.
I can imagine how you guys feel, because it's probably similar to how I felt when Heath Ledger died. So
Kidnapper is slowly getting his stuff set up. Which is I mean that's up to you, man. Like I would say that's up to you. You're not expected to do that. You also don't have to do that.
burn my place
Kidnapper
down.
was just
Oh no, don't do that.
already hosting servers
See you
for people.
tomorrow.
He was
Very glad that
more
everything is
than
back to
happy
normal.
just let you
Oh, you're
play
gonna
on
go,
his
go.
facilities, then it was
Oh,
like,
okay.
here 24/7.
I'm so glad that you were here. Thank you so much for popping in. In about 10-ish minutes, we will read one of the Halloween stories.
Depending on the
Bum.
depending on the games, like they'll probably still end up using Kidnapper server because he substantially upgraded his server hardware. No, you were about to say I apologize. You got something.
I think Jax was cooking.
Oh, well.
Where did you get all of those? Those are adorable, Whiskey.
Whiskey on Maze's stream is posting emotes of twerking skeletons and ghosts. They're adorable. Whiskey cool.
Murder in the spooky. I don't know if they're murder.
Recognize that name quick.
Just to be clear.
I have no clue who is whose other than yours, and that's about it. If they were, that's cool. I also don't know who Steve is, though, so. If I do, I have just forgotten.
Yay for Halloween
Yay!
emotes.
That's such a surprise.
That's awesome. Yeah, there was like what September was a whole thing going on at one point. I think there's like still according to a message that I got, there was still a discount sub thingy for that going on right now for gifted subs. It looked like. What is the eating? Ah! Okay.
Okay. What is your Thanksgiving based on?
Actually, since the stories are going to be longer, do you guys want to go ahead and do it now?
Because ours isn't nearly as good as
digging how that is turning out. Here, I'll zoom in. See how it's doing this kind of lattice effect? And then I've done like a few different patterns. This is actually called a Jessica pattern, which I thought was kind of cool. And then, because I'd never heard of a pattern just named after somebody like that. And then these are just double crochet, treble crochet, double crochet, treble crochet. And then I did 2 rows of alternating bobble stitches and half doubles. And each of the bobbles has different number of stitches in it, so they all feel a little bit different, which is cool. And then I was just like, I saw a pattern once, so I was like, that sounds pretty cool. Or look pretty cool for a Tunisian crochet like bag strap. And so I kind of tweaked it and incorporated it on here, which is making it do this like lattice kind of effect. So, thank you. Ready for crime. Okay. We're ready for crime. Let me... Where did it go? There it is. If it's too loud, if the music is too loud, let me know. I don't know how long these are going to take me to read. But this first one is called The Dracula People. This is a very tiny book. Alright. The 2 police cadets on one side of the old kitchen table were struggling to keep their stomachs under control. Just moments before, on orders from Sir Percy Smith, they had rolled a body onto its side and saw a human brain for the first time. The fact that the brain was slowly leaking fluid and that sharp slivers of bone punctuated the mass, along with bits of grass and tiny stones, didn't help. Still, both of them immediately noticed the pair of puncture wounds on the victim's neck, spaced evenly along the jugular vein. The sight made them speak excitedly, one of them in Gaelic, the language in which both most felt comfortable. Sir Percy paid no heed, either to the Gaelic or to the puncture wounds. This body was moved, he declared, post-mortem. He added with an emphatic nod of his over-large head, making it clear that second opinions were unwelcomed. Not that either cadet in his wildest dreams would presume to argue with the Scotland Yard's chief criminal investigator, especially since the famous Sir Percy had journeyed all the way to Kinbrady on Scotland's northeast coast, a spot so remote it took several hours by stagecoach to reach from the nearest rail station. All right now, gentlemen, what is absolutely necessary before we... Sir Percy had been leaning over the corpse, but now stood up abruptly. Gentlemen, you are utterly without value to a criminal investigation if you don't get close to the crime. Now, put your noses here. He pointed a long bony finger at the victim's head. Hold those lanterns higher and trim the wicks. We need light. We will never succeed in finding out what happened to this poor fellow and who did it if you continue prancing about like young ponies. The poor fellow was a local farmer who had been found at first light by a pair of dairymaids on their way to the morning milking. Foul play was certain, but the reason the death was so important enough to involve the yard's top detective was that it was the 3rd murder near Kinbrady in the past year. Moreover, the killings had attracted attention throughout the whole of the United Kingdom because of a bizarre and very unsettling feature each victim had in common. Like the hapless farmer on the table, each of them had been struck from behind. That was the cause of death, but in addition to a crushed skull, Every one had evenly spaced puncture wounds in the jugular. In a remote, superstitious community like Kinbrady, it wasn't much of a leap to conclude that a vampire was afoot. When the lighting improved, Sir Percy's tone softened. "I understand you're reluctant, gentlemen. No one enjoys being cozy with a corpse, but we must be about our business. Now, where was I? Yes, good. More light. That's better. Now lean closer. Get a good look at that skull. Blunt end of an axe, I'd say, from the shape of the wound. Not that knowing so will help us very much, unless we find an axe with blood and its bits of brain. Yes, what is it?" One of the cadets had visibly agitated. "Speak, man!" said Sir Percy directed. The Dracula people." The cadet spoke so hesitantly in his Scottish brogue, and I'm sorry that I can't do it. That Sir Percy had to lean toward him. "Should we no be looking for them?" Let's see. "Should we no be looking for them for the axe afore they get too far?" The cadet nodded vigorously and couldn't resist putting a finger near the puncture wounds. "Aye, the people of Dracula," he said. "Ah, yes, the gypsies," Sir Percy sighed long and hard. "You think we should be looking for the gypsies even before we know why?" Encouraged by his response, both cadets began to speak at once. "The blood!" said one. "Aye, the blood!" The other drowned him out. "'Tis well known they be from the land of Dracula, and 'tis them that what drinks the blood." "Do they now?" The older man was skeptical, but knew he had to tread carefully, as these cadets were local boys. In Kinbrady, the mysterious ways of the gypsies and their refusal to mix with any but their own kind meant they were blamed for every theft and petty crime for miles around, even for things like bad weather or cows that wouldn't give milk. The murders had added an ominous sheen to the feelings against the gypsies. The second murder led to a near lynching. The third one could push things over the edge. "Indeed, gentlemen, it is a reasonable strategy you propose." Sir Percy was careful to keep the slightest hint of drama out of his voice. "As you quite rightly inform me, the dairymaids found our victim beside the gypsy camp, or, I should say, the former gypsy camp, since you tell me they left during the night. But the heavy rain last night has made the ground soft, and there'll be no trouble following the tracks of the gypsies' big wagons. You are correct, we should search them, just as we should search all the barns and sheds in the neighborhood here, maybe even the houses." The cadets started at that, but Sir Percy carried on. "But first, let us see what our victim has to offer. Every dead body has a story to tell. Now you," he pointed to one of the cadets, "start with the feet. What do those wellies say?" Very self-consciously, the cadet bent over the Wellington boots. "Wet, like everything else," he said, "but not much mud." "Aha!" Sir Percy made the two jump. "Now what does that tell you?" The same cadet answered, "That 'tis possible he was killed afore the rain came, else there'd be mud. But he was found on grass in a cow pasture over beside the gypsy camp." "Indeed." Sir Percy stood in his approval pose, with his arms on his hips. "Lock that away for now. Keep going. What else do you see?" The second cadet pushed in quickly, not wanting to miss out. "The overalls is wet. From the rain, of course. The shirt's soaked too, unbuttoned and crumpled. Bits of grass on the skirt tail, and that's blood there with the grass, no?" "Quite so. Very good." The older man sounded positively triumphant. More! More! The hands! Always look at the hands! The two cadets competed for the hand nearest them. Small cut, the victor observed, on the finger and another on the back. Both healing, though. Nails is broken and dirty. He's a farmer, Sir Percy said, ending any further speculation on the hands. Now that was good, he continued. There are no other wounds, I'm sure, but we'll undress him in a minute and go over the entire body again. He bent over the body to examine the puncture wounds with a large magnifying glass and didn't see the cadets exchange a quick glance at the mention of removing the victim's clothes. Not a lot of blood left, he noted, and moved up to the skull wound. Nor here, but then there never is. By now, the cadets were emboldened by their recent successes, so without hesitation, one spoke up. Well, to be sure there's no blood, because 'twas the Dracula people, then, that drank his blood, was it not? The other asked. Sir Percy made a visible effort to mask his disappointment. We're not able to put yea or nay to the gypsies yet, he said. But in my opinion, it's not likely. They don't need any more trouble than they have already. The reason there's no blood is this man bled out at the spot where he was killed. It's that place we must find, and right away. It will show us where to turn next. The cadets spoke as one. He wasn't killed at their camp? The body was moved, Sir Percy spoke sharply. Post-mortem! Weren't you listening? What evidence shows that the farmer's body was moved after he was killed? What do you guys think? That was the end of the story. That is the question. What evidence was there that the body was moved post-mortem? There is like a whole solution to this. And if I need to read it again, let me know. I don't mind. You know I don't mind. I know it's a little bit longer. The no mud on the shoes. God, I have no clue. No worries. It was a long one. These are going to be a little bit longer. Hopefully the music's not too high and that wasn't too distracting. Now, like I said, if I need to read it again, I can. I think part of it is because of, what True just said. No blood around him. No mud on the wellies. Yep. All right. Are you guys ready for the solution? I can read that. Grass in the brains. That too. No blood around him. Yep. All right. If you guys are ready for the solution, I will read that. It's actually 2 little pages. Ready. All right. The solution is dun dun dun. The unbuttoned shirt is crumpled with bits of grass and blood on the tail, which shows the body was dragged on its back along the wet grass. The dragging action would bring the shirt tail up to the skull wound at the back of the head, accounting for the grass and blood. Sir Percy is not certain the gypsies are innocent, but since they are always suspected of crime, it defies logic to think they would attract attention to themselves by dragging a dead body to their own camp. The puncture wounds on the neck, Percy suspects, are a device to bring the gypsies under suspicion. Gypsies have lived and wandered across Europe for centuries, but as a race and a culture are most frequently associated with Romania. Dracula, historically Vlad the Impaler, ruled in part of what is modern Romania in the 15th century, and that is the solution. So they're not telling us who did it, just what gave it away that the fellow was moved. So I guess we'll never know. Maybe it was the gypsies and they were like, nah, they won't suspect us. I don't know.
Wait, this game doesn't support
Maybe it was a disgruntled
I'm actually really surprised it doesn't.
milkmaid because he didn't pay her what she
Wait,
was
is it
due
$5 for Katie or is it $6?
for the most recent pail of milk that she got. I don't know.
Huh?
Never move the bodies. Well, what'd you guys think? Was that okay? Not too bad. I know there were supposed to be some accents in there. I didn't know they were going to be from Scotland, or I would have given them Scottish accents to begin with. Not that I am very good at that, but I could try. So, alright, well, we will get back to our regularly scheduled crochet time. Oh, excuse me. Thank you very much for helping me solve today's midstream mini mystery. Yeah. Guessing it's someone the dead guy knows. Why else bother with the puncture marks? True. And they said that the other two victims, they didn't mention those ones having puncture marks like that. So,
I'm really not one for the simplex.
so just that they had, the only thing they had in common were that they had been hit in the back of the head.
I played
So,
Chorus recently. I think I showed you a little bit of it. Maybe I showed you. But it was a really
I have
good
no
game.
idea.
The thing that really held it back for me was its flight line caused a bunch of issues for me
Prejudiced people
because it was the arcade.
would be the only thing I could think of. Microwaves. Have no clue how they work. It's witchcraft. Snow? Snow what? Still seems like a setup of the gypsies. Oh yeah, for sure it does.
So, like, you were able to use the full potential of these things without having to worry about a human pilot.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question. Is it snowing whiskey?
I mean, we've had planes that could kill their pilots if the pilots didn't have limiters on them for 50 years.
Oh! Okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. Yes. I was so confused. It's like, is it snowing? If it was snowing in LA, the world would be ending. That's what I thought you were saying. I was like, what? Oh, man. They would forego the puncture marks. That'd make people immediately suspect them. True. Love, you got yarn thrown at you. So attractive. Ooh la la. Speaking of attractiveness, Whiskey, how did your date go? There was someone else setting up the gypsies to take the fall. Yeah.
Really does this I mean, like, it sounds scary, but I can honestly kind of prefer it that way. Yeah, I'm totally down for that.
So is anybody crafting anything today?
Yeah, Battle Tank did pick for
I know True's currently trapped under cat. So no crafting to be had at the moment.
True and Resh have the box set of something of a mech thing on one of their shelves, and I think about it all the time when I see it. I was like, that's not Mech Warrior. No. Which also I like 40K a lot more than you do.
Just working on the bag for your classmates.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Oh, there's one. I've googled mech franchises. Have you ever watched Full Metal Panic?
Yeah.
I know I've watched that one. I don't remember anything about it. I don't remember anything about it other than the mechs could go invisible, and the dude was undercover in a school. Really? I don't get the
Working on Freddy Krueger keychains. Alright, cool, cool. Actually, Whiskey, I need to get with you on a commission.
Your mom's a commission.
Let's not go there. I will... Could you PM me really quick? Just say hey so that it reminds me that I need to ask you a question. Yes, please. Because then if I see the notification, I'll be like, oh yeah, I have to ask the thing. Thank you. I heard it ding. I'm assuming that's what that was. But that'll remind me to message you later after this. Thank you. Because I've been meaning to for like a month now, and I keep forgetting. Oh, so tomorrow I know I won't be starting quite on time. I have got a demo that I'll be doing, a science demo for a local school district for their STEAM night. They're having a science night, so that'll be over, like it's supposed to end at about 7:30 Eastern. So I don't know that I will get home at exactly 8 Eastern. I'm gonna try. But I will definitely stream as soon as I get back. It'll just be a little bit late. So I'm glad I started a little early today. So it is so exciting. It's so fun. It is so fun. I really enjoy doing the school demos. I did one last Friday, actually. Make sure I eat too. I will try to remember to do so. I'm actually getting hot. I know you guys like my hair down. I'm sorry, but it's hot. I gotta put it up. look like my normal self again. um, but yeah, but I'll probably be home around 8-ish, and I will I will start stream pretty much as soon as I get back. So. But yeah, I did a demo last Friday and trained a couple of our new associates to also be on the demo team, which is fantastic.
It's literally, it's not even
I love that program. It's so fun.
I mean, would you call a machine polite for saying pardon me? That gets too existential into like free will and whatnot. Never mind. Let's not go down that route.
Low-key missed hearing Jaster in the background. Love, you were missed.
I live to entertain.
He is highly entertaining most of the time. Unless he's bored. Oh, this might be the last skein. I think I'm getting closer to the end. This was a shocking amount of yarn.
The goose has collected all of the dragon berries. The dragon is summoned. What is your desire? The goose honks. As you wish. The dragon disappears. Nothing noticeable has changed. Oh, the poor goose.
Oh, I need to tell you guys about. So, if you like the lo-fi music that we're listening to right now, there is a YouTuber called Lo-Fi Girl. And right now, she actually has spooky season lo-fi going on. That she just plays 24/7. So yeah, if you want spooky season lo-fi, check out Lo-Fi Girl on YouTube. So yeah, I saw that come up on my notifications for YouTube today, and I was like, ah, cool. Also, if you like murder mysteries or true crime, really, if you don't already, I highly recommend subscribing to Bailey Sarian on YouTube. She does Murder Mysteries and Makeup Mondays, and she does her makeup and talks about a true crime story at the same time. And it is fantastic. I love listening to her. I don't even have to see her makeup. I mean, I'll look at the end result because it's cool. Um, but the way she talks about the stories, it's like having a nice little conversation. It's really cool. So I like her true crime stuff. She also does like a dark history podcast. I don't really listen to that, but I like her true crime stuff. So there you go. And subscribed. Okay. Yay! I like Lo-Fi Girl. She's got some good stuff on there.
I was listening to a book series over the last few weeks. Baldwin's Legacy. It was a sci-fi book series. I made it to book 3 before I had to stop listening. It had bones. It had some solid bones. But there were so many continuity issues.
Okay.
Yeah,
This works better
like for an
when
example,
you're walking around.
one of the characters is
I love it for
incredibly
sure,
bedridden.
but it is definitely better if you're walking around or if you have it hanging up so that it can like spin.
Faster than
I don't
light
really have a way to hang it up where I am
communication to control
right
Android
now.
bots
So
so they can keep doing their job. Okay.
I do love it. It's very
Yeah, it's great.
handy.
Cool. They've got the loosey goosey FTL technology. They don't really go into detail. It's like sci-fi doesn't always have to go into detail about how its tech works. That's fine. Yeah. But
Oops.
and this isn't the only issue. This is with
One loop
Android ones
too
that started
far.
getting on my nerves after a while. The same
There
like that same trope is like every time they go into something, comms are being blocked by something. All comms are being blocked by something. And yet somehow this person is still able to control their Android avatar either from light years away or even just across the system. It's like that like they can't even get comms down to a planet. If they just spent a chapter explaining this thing is using like some experimental quantum entanglement comms or just some experimental system that uses a newly discovered method of transference. But they didn't. It never interrupted. They even began to use this system as a method of communicating through comm barriers. And it was like, this is. I need to know why this works this way if it's being used as a tool in this manner. And then, like pretty much every book, like it would get to the a key point, and the group would be separated, and comms are down as always, which is it's an okay trope. It's fine. But somehow both groups learn of like one group learns of a key bit of information, and then like less than 2 chapters later, without communication, the other group is making plans based on that key bit of information. So I got 3 books in, and I had to stop because I just like the problem at the end of that eventually made me have to stop was this race of people
Oh my
finally
gosh, I
managed to
totally
control
forgot.
like
I
enough
was
so
so
that
focused on trying to figure out how to
so
fix
all
the
the groups
yarn throw thing that I
they
forgot.
have all the comms turned off.
I forgot to change the riddle and joke. It's been the same for a
Yep,
month.
they have all the
Oh my
comms turned off,
gosh.
and
But
it's
yes,
proven
you're
to be
correct.
fair. They're trying
I'm so sorry, guys.
to supersede or subvert the galactic government. But they couldn't
There will be new ones tomorrow. Aw, shucks, indeed.
Oh no, there's
You haven't seen them before? Okay, cool. Well, you got them both right. So you're good.
and it's not
Oh
Falcon
man.
this time. It's just they've cut off.
They have seriously been
Not to be
those
serious.
things
No,
since
because their leaders like
it has indeed been a month because my last stream
grow to love this place.
before the hurricane
No, because
was,
you need to communicate with the rest of people that you do eventually
see,
to
I left the
restart the company
20th,
because they're still providing resources that you
which
need.
was,
And I was like, I can't. I can't
it would have
function
been,
following this plot. It had to be
no, not the
decent,
19th, not the 18th
and
either,
it had
because
decent concepts.
I was not feeling
Some of the
well.
aliens were interesting.
So it would have been the week
There
before,
was a cult of aliens that
so the
weren't
12th
aliens. They were actually
of September.
going
Yeah, it's
around
been a month.
finding
Those have
all
been
of
there
the
for a month.
people
I
that
am
the
so
other
sorry. It
books
has been a
were
weird
telepaths and
month.
telekinetics like them, and like giving them place to come and be people instead of being experimented on by their government. It was great, and they just all considered themselves the same race. But I couldn't get past the continuity errors, man. I mean, I like hard sci-fi. I could let a lot of soft sci-fi slide as long as the story's good and it is consistent too. Like, it can be inaccurate, it can be wrong based on the science we know now, but as long as it's consistent. So I'm going back to the Hyper Evolved Spiders series because I got my credit to get the second book in the series. I told you about that one, right? Yeah, where they took the ants and made them computers. At least that one was consistent. I found a series. I read a book like Age of Zeus, and I think I've told you about this book before, where either a father or son, I can't remember which, went into genetic engineering and decided they wanted to make the world better, and they genetically engineered the Greek gods, and they made themselves Zeus. So they even there were shortcomings even written into the book where they couldn't
Looks pretty cool.
specifically get like the power set of this
I'm pretty happy
Greek
with it.
god or cryptid, and so like
Pretty
in the
happy
case
with
of
it.
Medusa, they couldn't figure out a way to make somebody's gaze turn somebody into stone. So they settled on latent pyrokinetic abilities instead of turning them into stone. We're pyrolyzing you by burning you into ash. It's like, that's just as unlikely as something that turns somebody into stone, but at least there is a concept of that in just in media anyways. It's like, sure, absolutely, that's cool. I remember this was definitely like young adult books when I read it, I think. So I'm not certain it's as good as I remember it being. But I found it. I found the other books by the author set in the same universe,
Ooh.
but I think we will
Okay.
do those sometime.
If you guys want, I'm sorry, he's talking about books, and I was just thinking, so y'all know I'm in a book club for work, with my amazing work friends.
Like I don't
We
remember
just finished a
don't
book
remember if there's
called
names.
The House in the
I
Pines.
really don't.
It
Now that
is
you're
a
about to
bit
do
of a
this,
thriller
pleasantly
mystery,
surprised.
and I highly recommend that you check it out.
One of the
And
few
that's all I'm
things
gonna say.
that made me laugh.
It was The House in the Pines. Let me tell you, it was like Anna
It's a bit trepidatious.
DeRay.
I want to listen to it because I've only listened to Age of Zeus. I didn't listen to Age of Ra, Age of Odin, and all of that. And so it's like
Anna Reyes. Reyes. Yeah, The House in the Pines. Highly recommend it. It is. It was unexpected. Um, that's all I'm gonna say. If you read it and you want to talk about it, PM me. Um, and we can totally talk about it. But yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Yeah. I rated it a 4 out of 5. Um, because it was very interesting. But yeah, I will just leave it at that. I don't want to give anything away for anybody who may actually read it. So, yeah. Ah. The next book we're reading is actually my choice. It's called The Echo of Old Books. I have absolutely no idea what it's about. I specifically picked it because it said old books, and I'm like, okay, cool.
I also like the fact that like it happened fast enough that that's probably still the same succulent and it's only grown like 4 inches. So oh, this was a couple of months it went out and found a leaf stone. Yeah, I came across this at work the other day scrolling Reddit and I was just like,
And turns out the story actually takes place inside of Chris Pines. No. Speaking of Chris Pine, who else is super excited for the Princess Diaries 3? I am so totally stoked. That was one of my favorite films. Was the Princess Diaries. I love Princess Bride too, but the Princess Diaries and Princess Diaries 2, where Chris Pine is the amazing. Yeah. I don't know if he's going to be in 3, but 3 has officially been confirmed, and I am so excited. Okay. I know, right? I love the Princess Diaries. Did you ever read the books? I ask, not having read them myself. But I know that they exist. Okay, my dear friends. I know it's only 9, but I am tired. You didn't? Okay. Good, I'm not the only one. I am tired. I'm sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and end stream here. I will be on tomorrow. No matter how tired I am, I will be on. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and end stream here. I'm going to do this, and then we are going to raid. We're going to raid. Yes. That's right. We're going to raid Tiki Room. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you. It's been so good to be back to normal. I really appreciate you guys. You're fantastic. I hope that you have a wonderful evening and rest of your night or day, what have you. I will see you tomorrow. Take care of yourself and be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and may your yarn never tangle. Bye.